Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're diving into something, well, incredibly relevant. That feeling of being constantly switched on. The notifications, the updates, this background hum. It's like our minds are always on call, never really off duty.
Yeah, perpetually engaged. And it's funny, isn't it? Because our gut reaction is often, okay, I need more information to handle this.
Right. Feed the beast.
Exactly. We think more input equals more clarity. But what if? What if the real path to making better decisions, to finding that clarity, isn't about adding? What if it's about, taking things away,
Distracting.
cultivating less? We're going to explore that today.
Right.
The kind of surprising power of stillness in a world that's just incredibly noisy.
It is incredibly noisy, and you mentioned this noise. Let's talk about that. What are we really feeding our brains
Let's
constantly?
think about it.
The scrolling. Right. Just endless feeds. The need to know what's happening right now.
And the background stuff, too. TV, radio, podcasts, even this deep dive, technically.
Huh? Fair enough. But seriously, think about it. When do you actually have a moment of real quiet, like genuine nothingness?
It's rare. Almost uncomfortable for a lot of people now.
Yeah.
Any little gap, we tend to fill it instantly, usually with our phones.
Yeah, and you said earlier that this makes our brains less good at handling stillness. How does that work?
Okay, so here's the interesting part. Our brains are incredibly adaptable, right?
Sure.
So when they're constantly bombarded with external stuff, sounds, sights, information, they really adapt by weakening their ability to just be still.
So it's not just feeling busy, it's a change in the brain.
It's more than just feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, it's like a diminishing capacity for calm, focused thought. There's this brain network, sometimes called the default mode network.
Okay.
It's really important for things like thinking about ourselves,
Yeah.
reflecting, planning, locking in memories. But constant external buzz keeps that network from really kicking in properly.
So it gets less exercise.
Basically, yes. Your brain literally gets less practice at being quiet. It starts craving the next notification, the next bit of info. It becomes a habit, a mental groove that gets deeper and deeper.
So we're just reacting all the time, not really processing.
That's a great way to put it, reacting versus truly processing. And what's fascinating looking back is that this isn't some brand new 21st century problem.
Oh.
No, this idea of needing stillness, it's ancient wisdom. Think about, say, the Stoics.
Right, the philosophers, they talked about this.
Absolutely. They didn't just stumble into quiet moments. They actively sought silence. And not because they were afraid of the world or anything.
No, why then?
It was deliberate, strategic almost. They understood something fundamental about how our minds work best.
Which was?
That real clarity, the kind you need for good judgment, it only really shows up when the noise dies down. Both the noise outside and the chatter inside your own head.
Okay, so quiet the world, quiet the mind.
Exactly. People like Seneca, he wrote a lot about something called odium. It wasn't laziness, it was purposeful withdrawal. Time for contemplation, for study.
Ah, okay.
They knew that if you strip away the constant demands, the endless chatter, you create this mental space.
Room to think.
Crucial room to think, yeah. To really reflect on things, learn from experiences, and ultimately make much better, more considered decisions. It wasn't about hiding. It was about engaging better.
From a place of inner calm.
Precisely. When you're not constantly reacting to what's flying at you, your mind can actually sift through what's already inside. Make connections. Find insights that were buried under all the noise.
It's like decluttering a room, you said. You don't know what treasures you have until you clear out the junk.
That's a perfect analogy, which actually leads nicely to another way to think about this.
Okay.
Imagine your mind is like a bank account.
A mental bank account, I like it.
Right. Now, every moment of that overstimulation, we talked about the constant input, the fast pace, needing to switch tasks all the time.
Checking the phone, the news alerts.
All of it. Each one is like a withdrawal from that mental count. You're spending your energy, your focus, your cognitive reserves.
Cognitive reserves, like your thinking power.
Exactly. That pool of mental juice you need for clear thinking, solving problems, even managing your emotions. And these little withdrawals, they seem small, but they add up big time.
Draining the account without realizing it.
You got it. You're depleting your attention span, your decision-making ability piece by piece.
Okay, so if that's the withdrawal, what's the deposit?
Silence. Stillness. Those moments we've been talking about.
That's the key.
That's the deposit.
Yeah.
Just like your actual bank account needs deposits to stay healthy, Your mind needs these deposits of silence to replenish those reserves,
Yeah.
to maintain your, let's call it, cognitive wealth.
It's not just about relaxing then.
Relaxation is part of it, sure, but it's more active than that. It's mental restoration. It's proactively topping up your cognitive tank.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker. It's often in those quiet moments, the ones we instinctively try to avoid because they feel maybe empty or boring.
Or uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's when the really important thoughts finally get a chance to surface. When your brain isn't busy juggling external stuff, it can work on the internal stuff. Make connections, process feelings, consolidate memories.
Find solutions that were hidden by the noise.
Precisely. Research suggests these quiet periods are vital for things like memory consolidation, even creativity stuff that gets squashed by constant information processing.
Wow. So how much are we overdrawing these accounts every day?
It's a really good question to ask yourself. And what crucial ideas are we missing just because we never make those silence deposits?
Okay, so this sounds important, but how do we actually do it in our busy lives? Give us some practical steps.
Right, let's make it concrete. It's about cultivating intentional silence, actively creating little pockets of quiet.
Even short ones.
Even just a few minutes can make a difference. Like, try going for a walk without putting headphones in. Just walk, listen to the world, or your own thoughts.
Okay, no music, no podcast.
Or just sit quietly for 5 minutes, without your phone, without a screen. Just be.
That sounds hard.
It can be. Or try driving without the radio or a podcast on. I know.
Challenging.
But just let your mind wander. Let it breathe. If you're working, maybe schedule 10 minutes between meetings just to stare out the window. Or close your eyes.
Yeah.
Anything but jumping straight to the next screen.
Small pockets, deliberate pockets.
Yeah. Challenge yourself this week. Try creating 1 or 2 of these moments each day. See what happens. You might actually be surprised by what bubbles up.
But you mentioned it might feel uncomfortable.
Oh, definitely. Especially at first. Your mind is so used to the constant feed, it might protest loudly.
Restless, bored, reaching for the phone.
All of that. But here's the thing. That discomfort, that's actually a really good sign.
How so?
It means it's working. It means you're retraining a mental muscle, pushing back against that ingrained habit of constant input.
Like going to the gym when you haven't worked out in a while. It's tough.
Exactly like that. So if you feel that restlessness, that urge to fill the silence, just notice it. Acknowledge it, don't judge it. And then gently bring yourself back to the quiet.
Patience.
Patience is key because it reinforces the main point here.
Mm-hmm.
Real clarity, deep insights, better decisions, they don't come from piling on more information.
They come from subtraction.
Yes, from that powerful act of taking away the excess until only the essential stuff remains, revealing what's already there.
So let's wrap this up. Our deep dive today has really centered on this maybe counterintuitive idea, actively choosing silence.
Over constant stimulation.
In a world that just screams for our attention all the time, making that choice to step back, create quiet, it's actually a powerful move.
Transformative even. It's not about checking out. It's about checking in more effectively.
Engaging with the world more thoughtfully. And honestly, your mind will thank you for it. It'll feel sharper, clearer.
More resilient, ready for whatever's next, because you've given it that essential space to recharge. So as you go through your week, maybe trying to carve out some of those quiet moments, here's something to ponder.
Okay, leave us with a thought.
What vital insights, what important truths about yourself, your work, your life, or what big decisions might be just sitting there quietly waiting to emerge? What gems might you uncover in your own thoughts if you just give them the silence they need? What's waiting there once you turn down the volume on the outside world?